You're a defender. You see Arjen Robben collecting the ball on the right wing, and your heart sinks. You know exactly what's coming. He's going to cut inside. He's going to shift that ball to his magical left foot, and he's going to curl it into the far corner with that trademark bend that seems to defy physics. Everyone knew it, and still, no one could stop it. This is the story of a man with one move, one foot, and total domination. This is how Arjen Robben, with just one skill, outplayed everyone. Arjen Robben was born on January 23, 1984, in Bedum, a small, quiet town in the north of the Netherlands. It wasn't a football factory. There were no elite academies, no big club scouts wandering around the training pitches, but there was a boy, skinny, sharp, with a football glued to his left foot, who stood out from the start. His father, Hans Robben, wasn't a professional player, but he became Arjen's first agent and lifelong mentor. From a young age, Robben was enrolled in the Curve method, a Dutch training philosophy that emphasized close control, one-on-one dribbling, and technical mastery over raw physicality. This wasn't about scoring screamers or flashy stepovers. It was about repetition, touch, rhythm, and Robben absorbed it like a sponge. That's where his obsession with the cut-inside move started to take shape. It wasn't about being unpredictable. It was about being unstoppable. At age 12, he joined FC Groningen's youth system. Coaches immediately noticed something rare. He was right-footed by nature, but almost exclusively used his left foot on the pitch. Rather than push him to balance his game, they leaned into it. They realized this wasn't a flaw, it was a weapon. He was deployed primarily on the right wing, giving him space to run at defenders and angle inwards toward the goal. This made him one of the earliest examples of a true inverted winger, a role that was still a novelty in early 2000s Dutch football. Tactically, his use was revolutionary for his age group. Instead of hugging the touchline and crossing with his right, he would receive the ball on the right, push forward, and slice inside, driving into dangerous central areas. This created chaos. Defenders had no muscle memory for dealing with it. His move was mechanical in its predictability, but devastating in its precision. At just 16, he made his senior debut for Groningen in the 2001 Eredivisie season. He wasn't overwhelmed. He looked fearless, confident, almost like he belonged more with the ball than without it. In that debut season, he scored 6 goals in 18 starts and drew more fouls than most seasoned professionals. He wasn't just good for his age, he was a problem. By his second season, top Dutch clubs were circling, and in 2002, PSV Eindhoven secured his signature. Groningen, realizing they had a rare talent on their hands, sold him for €3.9 million, a record for the club at the time. That transfer marked the end of Robben's youth chapter, but the beginning of something much bigger, a player who would double down on a single move and elevate it to an art form. Robben's rise truly kicked off with a move to PSV Eindhoven in 2002. At 18, he stepped into the Eredivisie with a point to prove, and he delivered. That season, he scored 12 goals, assisted several more, and led PSV to a league title. His left foot had matured into a weapon, and his cut-ins from the right wing were starting to become his trademark. He was named Dutch Young Player of the Year and caught the eye of Europe's elite. Chelsea won the race in 2004, signing him as one of Jose Mourinho's new core pieces. Despite early injuries, Robben made an immediate impact. In a league known for its physicality, He danced through defenders with ease. That left-footed curl became a weekly highlight. Mourinho's 4-3-3 system suited him perfectly. Robben stayed wide on the right, tasked with isolating defenders and cutting in to create chaos. Over the next 3 seasons, Robben helped Chelsea win 2 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup and 2 League Cups. He was a constant threat, averaging a goal or assist every other game when fully fit. His tactical role remained the same: high and wide, giving width to Chelsea's narrow midfield trio. But it wasn't just club football where Robben was shining. On the international stage, Robben had already broken into the Netherlands senior squad by 2003. In Euro 2004, he played a vital role in the Dutch run to the semi-finals, providing assists and stretching defenses. But it was the 2010 World Cup where Robben made his first real global mark. Returning from injury midway through the tournament, he scored a crucial goal against Slovakia, helped defeat Brazil in the quarterfinals, and played a major part in reaching the final. His run behind the Spanish defense in the final, only to be denied by Iker Casillas, remains one of the tournament's most iconic moments. Had he scored, he might have won the World Cup and Ballon d'Or. But Robben didn't fade after that moment. If anything, it lit a fire in him. His next chapter would be his greatest. Robben's peak came between 2012 to 2016, but the signature moment? Easy. Wembley 2013, the Champions League final versus Dortmund. With the score tied in the 89th minute, Robben darted through the defense, used that signature left-footed touch and slipped the ball past Weidenfeller. Bayern won the treble, and Robben finally had his crown. He wasn't just a club legend, he was a hero for the Netherlands too. At World Cup 2014, at 30 years old, he was unplayable. Remember that run against Spain? Sergio Ramos left spinning, Iker Casillas stranded. That 5-1 demolition wasn't just revenge for 2010. It was a statement. Robben's left foot still ruled the world. In that tournament, he had 3 goals and countless moments of brilliance, helping the Dutch finish third. Under Louis van Gaal, Robben was given the freedom to stay high and wide. And it worked. He was voted in the tournament's all-star team and was a finalist for the Golden Ball. Back at Bayern, Robben added 6 more Bundesliga titles, 4 DFB Pokals, and made the UEFA Team of the Year multiple times. Even in his 30s, his move never lost its edge. Defenders would overcommit to block the cut, and he'd still cut. They'd show him the outside, and he'd still cut. Predictable, inevitable, unstoppable. His goals became iconic moments. The one against Manchester United in 2010, a stunning volley with the outside of his left. The 2014 solo goal against Schalke. The countless curls against Dortmund, Arsenal, Wolfsburg, all from the same blueprint. In the twilight of his career, Robben aged like a cult hero. He played fewer games, but his presence remained lethal. In 2019, he scored in his final Bundesliga appearance. One last left-footed farewell, one last reminder. And just when everyone thought the curtain had closed, he returned in 2020 to play for Groningen, his boyhood club. Injuries limited him, but it didn't matter. He wasn't chasing records, he was coming full circle. Robben retired in 2021, leaving behind a legacy that's hard to quantify. Not because of the stats, but because of the simplicity. One leg, one move, one unforgettable story. Arjen Robben didn't need tricks. He didn't need 2 feet. He didn't even need a plan B. He had one move, one foot, one idea, And somehow, that was all he ever needed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into football's unique legends.